Alright, what's up y'all? Boy, oh boys, I have a show for you today. So it's week 6 of the PCP. I know this is going up late, but I'm fighting Javi, and that dude doesn't battle until at least Wednesday when we're supposed to do it on the weekend. So, you know, forgive, whatever. But he has a fucking scary team, man. Like, honestly, when I look at all the teams, I like my team the best because I drafted it. But if I had to pick a second, it's definitely gonna be Javi's team. Let me list this shit off for you. You see it on the screen, but let me just read it off so you can feel the words as they enter your fucking brain. Magearna, Charizard X, Landorus fucking I. But it's okay because Landorus I isn't allowed to have Sheer Force. It can only have Sand Force. Oh, wait, he has fucking Sand. Hippo. God damn it, Javi. You drafting bastard. Drafting genius bastard. He also has Latios and Weavile in UU, because that seems fair and balanced. Feraligatr, Delmise, Aerodactyl, Machamp, and Xatu. Now, one thing my team does lack is a Machamp switch in. I have Sylveon, but that thing didn't want to take Heavy Slams or BPs, so yeah, this is gonna be fun. So I took a different approach. When we drafted, I looked at Javi's team and I realized how big of a threat it was, and I began developing a plan. So the week before last, I actually dropped Pangoro and picked up Torkoal. It is for Javi. I need something to shift the sand away so Lando I didn't get that huge boost, and then I need fucking something that can just take out all his big threats. Now, if you look at his team, his fire switch-ins are Charizard X, and I guess Hippo if it wants to try, and then Lottie. Now, Lottie I can't do much to, but I do actually set up on it. So, with HOOPA, because I am Trick Room Iron Ball HOOPA. Are you seeing this shit? This is on the screen right now. Look at this. Oh my god. This is some fucking heat. Shoutouts to Chris for the idea. Good god, this is some fucking shit. Looking at Javi's team, everything's so fast except for Delmise and fucking Hippo. I needed to throw an Iron Ball on this bitch, and I just Trick Room up and start firing off Hyperspace Furies. Hyperspace Fury almost kills Weavile. That's resisted. it resisted in air quotes, but obviously Fire Punch kills, especially if it's Sun boosted. Then we get Energy Ball strictly for the Hippo, and everything else we did Hyperspace Fury. Now, I don't have a Trick Room team. I don't, as you can see. So the only other the only other Pokemon I have to abuse the Trick Room is this very Torkoal we were talking about. Who's going to be Air Balloon, so that way I can 1v1 the Hippo a little bit better. That way he's forced to either Toxic me or go for Stone Edges or Roar or something like that, and I can just fire off Fire Blasts. Lol. Earth Power is there for Zard, as well as there's something else. What the fuck is it for? I guess it's literally just there for Charizard. Nifty. But it's also there if I don't want to miss. Missing. Everyone loves missing. So, it's just Quiet Nature, max special attack, minus speed. You know, this thing it doesn't have the greatest stats. That defense is pretty nice though. But in the sun, with the modest nature, it is gonna do some work, since like everything on his team is weak to fire, and the one thing that isn't weak to fire is weak to ground. So that'll be fun on a motherfucking bun. Now we have our designated lead here in Mamoswine. This guy is basically just there to guarantee that we get rocks up. Just fucking gotta have those rocks. He has Zardex. And it also prevents most things from setting up. A bit of a theme with this team is every single thing on this fucking team has a move that will do at least, I think, 50 to 60 to Magearna. So that way I can revenge it after it goes for a shift gear with Scarf Kartana, which actually does outspeed, which is pretty cool. Everything has a move to hit Charizard, so that thing doesn't set up in my fucking face. Everything has a move to, I think those were the two biggest threats, basically. I got a couple things that are a little weak to Lottie, a couple things that are a little weak to Weavile, but other than that, I'm just basically, I can't get swept by Magearna or Charizard. If it's something else I get swept by, I'll understand, but those two things, I fucking refuse. So this guy's just here. I gotta keep the Ice Shard in the back, probably for the Lando Eye, because that thing can be a problem. He sticks a Life Orb on it, and he just OHKOs my entire team. He'd go for Sludge Wave and kill my Kartana. Like, that's how low Kartana's special defense is. But like I said, we do have the Scarf Kartana, 4 attacks. I originally had my fucking Defog, but I decided to go for X Scissor so that way I can 2-shot the Lottie or one-shot if I am at +1. Because Lottie is a bulky Pokemon, but this is a Kartana, and Executor is not a weak move at all. Yeah, 80 accuracy, or 80 power, that's good shit. Good shit. Then we have, I needed more priority, obviously, so I have a Life Orb, Adamant, a little bit of bulk, fucking Zygarde here. It's just basically there to Dragon Tail stuff out if I think it's going to set up in my face. If he's got, you know, something wacky going on, I can Dragon Tail it out. Click Earthquake, Outrage if I need to, but it's I can't fucking talk. I just had this battle, guys, so I'm all like excited and shit. But E-Speed is probably going to be what I'm clicking most of the time because it is there for high priority so that he can't sweep me, which is going to be I've already said, it's going to be a theme in this fucking game. And then we got Freedom Bird here, which is just about the only thing that one-shots Machamp on my whole team since I don't have Psychic Stab on HOOPA. And it helps out with the Hippo a lot because even if he's like max special defense, I still two-shot, and there's always the confusion chance, which is nice. Heat Wave is also very good versus him. Like I said, his team's fire switch-ins don't really exist other than Lottie, and Lottie dies to 2 hurricanes anyways. And we got just a little bit of bulk because we sped crept the Lottie. So that way, maybe if I don't take rocks, I can take a unboosted Ice Shard. He has been known to run Scarf Weavile. So, I don't know, maybe he Scarfed in a knockoff or something, I can eat that up and then kill him with a Heat Wave. That's going to be the team. Other notable things to think about. HOOPA can Trick Room up on a lot of stuff. I guess I should mention the fact that this fucking Pidgeot has Reflect, because as you know, HOOPA's defense is really the only stat that it has that's just really lacking. But with the Reflect up, I Trick Room up on everything. If I don't have the Reflect up, then I can only Trick Room on Magearna at -1 or 2. I can Trick Room up on Lando without U-turn. I can Trick Room up on Scarf Weavile, Delmise, and like Xatu. Also, not having U-turn, I gotta scout for that. So my plan is, if he brings the Lottie, bait that sucker out with something, probably Scarf Kartana, and then let it kill something with Draco, so it'll be lowered. I can Trick Room up, you know. Basically, lead Mamo. You know, do as much damage as possible, get up rocks, then as soon as I can, Trick Room up, let HOOPA go down, and then just start destroying shit with Weavile. I mean, start destroying, hopefully, the Weavile with Torkoal. So yeah, let's just jump right on into the battle. As you can see here, he did not bring the Charizard, which is, it sucks that I prepped so hard for it, but it not being there, that's fucking cool with me, man. We don't see a Xatu, so he can't bounce back my hazards. He could lead with like a Taunt Weavile, or I think Lando probably gets Taunt. It looks like he'd Taunt you, uncross his arms and flip you off real quick. But yeah, he didn't bring the Charizard, which is insane. That's awesome. Fuck Charizard. Didn't bring the Lottie. That's one less thing I can Trick Room up on, but hey, fuck him, you know? So, yeah, I'm just gonna lead with my Mamoswine, and we actually get a pretty decent matchup. So, he has a Landorus, and I've led with Mamo like almost every week, so I know he knows that I have a Mamo right here. So I'm expecting him to either be Sash or Yachi. I figured I might as well just go straight for the attack and either pop that or put him down to a Sash so that I can kill him with Ice Shard. And then if he just gets up his rocks, then I will just be able to still have my Sash intact and get up rocks versus whatever comes in next. So he does go for his rocks, fucking comes out those rocks, but he's not Yachi. Later, I find out that he is actually the same team that he versed Austin, or Garchomp the God with. Guess he's been a little busy. I mean, that's why we're battling on a fucking Thursday. But, yeah, so he's actually, he's fucking Scarf Machamp. So he's going to outspeed me, take me down to my Sash, but luckily I don't hit myself. It's only 30% this generation, thank God. So I do get the rocks off. I get my rocks off, you know. And then I did some Calkin. Leaf Blade did about 68 to 80 somewhere in there. So I did need the Ice Shard damage to be able to kill that. So he does just take me out there. I assume since he's Scarf, he's not gonna have any HP investment. And even though Machamp is pretty fucking bulky, I am able to just kill that with a Leaf Blade. Now, this invites in Magearna or Delmise. So if he wants to spin away the rocks, that's fine. I do expect some kind of hidden power, like maybe on at least one of these three. They probably got Hidden Power Fire. If he's Scarf Weavile, then he should have Hidden Power Fire. Magearna would probably kill me with Ice Beam anyways, but I do kind of expect it on Delmai. So he goes into the Magearna, and I do have a plan for this. So if he is Timid, 252 attack, or 252 special attack, 252 speed, then I'll do about 50% with the Leaf Blade at +1, and he'll shift gear up right here like he always does, and then he actually won't outspeed me, and I'll kill him next turn, and then probably just sweep his whole team with Scarf Kartana. But as we see here, he is bulky as hell, Magearna. That fucking Magearna is AV as fuck because he's the team that he versed Austin with, which is the only week he's brought AV Magearna. So I don't get the 2-shot, but luckily he does go for the Flare Cannon. I guess predicting the switch probably into fucking who knows, man. But now he is at minus special attack, so I can actually Trick Room up with HOOPA because HOOPA's special defense is dank as hell, and he does have a decent HP stat. So I calced it. Flare Cannon did about 80%, so that does let me be revenged by Weavile, but at this point I'm not too worried about it because I got the Torkoal. Like, that's the whole game plan, is to clean up with the Torkoal. So he actually goes for the Dazzling Gleam, which as you can see does about, it makes sense, you know, Flare Cannon probably would have left me at something down there, something like 20 or something, but Fire Punch does pick it off. So we get a HOOPA kill, which is cool. And then he goes to Hippo. I got the Energy Ball for this. It's going to do about 50, but he isn't specially invested at all, so it almost fucking kills that man. If I was like Life Orb or something, that would have been dope because he would have died, but he would have outsped me because I was Iron Ball HOOPA. God damn it, that's a crazy set. So here, I got 2 turns of Trick Room and 4 turns of Sun, and I'm sitting pretty, man. I should just basically be able to click Fire Blast 3 times, but I'm an unlucky son of a bitch. I know I am. There's been times where I'll play games a certain way just so I don't have to click an inaccurate move because they fucking hate me. Now with the calcs, I needed Fire Blast over Flamethrower on Torkoal to get to Oko Landorus Eye. So I couldn't run Flamethrower. Luckily, this thing is in Earth Power range, so I can just take it out with that. I still have my balloon intact, so even if he did have something like, I don't know if Delmise gets Earthquake, but if it did, he can't use it. Also, Natural Gift Ground from Weavile wouldn't kill me. I have seen Javi run Natural Gift before, so that's something that he could definitely have up his sleeve. Although we did find out this is just his team from 2 weeks ago. So, I can just go for the Fire Blast, and god fucking damn it, shit cock, piss breath, I missed the goddamn Fire Blast. So, there goes the game. I don't have enough Trick Room turns, and my other 2 Pokemon are, died to Weavile. So, he's able to pop my balloon, and I just have to be sad here, and click Fire Blast again, and fucking hope. Oh, I lived the crit, thankfully. Hey, yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for living your fucking crit, if you just be a stupid turtle fucking piece of shit. So, basically, I have to pray that he's not the Scarf set. I have to fucking pray that he's Life Orb, because the only way I'm going to be able to kill him with the E-Speed from my Life Orb Zygarde is if he is, like, lower. I know that sounded stupid as fuck, but I only did about 60%. I forgot the exact roll. I think I type it out over here eventually, but he's not in range of E-Speed, so I have to sack this to the Ice Shard. He didn't want to miss. I respect that. I mean, I just missed. And he is fucking Life Orb. Thank God. So it's still going to be a roll, but at least now it's a roll we can deal with. So I'll go into Freedom Bird here. And Hurricane's accuracy is 50% in the Sun. Can't click that. Luckily, I do have a fire move. I can click the Sun Boosted Heat Wave and pray for a miss. Nope, doesn't happen. So now he's at 56%. It all comes down to this. I have my Squishy, and he has his Weavile. Now, at the very last minute, I decided I didn't want to be choice banded into E-Speed because that lets me get a setup all in my face. So I changed to Life Orb just so I can, and if you know me, you know I hate Life Orb in the draft format. I hate revealing what item you are immediately. That shit gets on my nerves, but I gotta do what I gotta do. So, the roll was, I believe I did 52 to like 65. So, I'm fucking praying, man. I'm undefeated right now. I can't lose. Oh my god, please just fucking, oh my, okay. Whew, watching that again brought back Vietnam flashbacks. Holy fucking shit. Yeah, I did 52 min, 68 max. The roll was in my favor, but I had already... It was a roll in my favor to hit the fucking Fire Blast, too. So, I mean, can't really... can't really say anything about that. But, thank fuck we won this game. The fucking gods aligned on Javi's side of the field, and we're like, hey, bro, even though you're going to get the lead matchup wrong, we're going to help you out in the end, and we're going to... we're just going to help you out real nice. And that was fucked up, man. I legitimately had to change shirts after this game because I was sweating so hard. I fucking... Flamethrower from now on. No, I don't care about the rolls. Whatever. We're just going to run Flamethrower. Maybe a nice Ember. Fucking Flame Wheel. Something. We're not... Goddamn Torkoal. So we bring Torkoal onto the team, and look what he does. He has a perfect team matchup. Literally one-shots everything on the opponent's team, except for Machamp, but hey. And he fucking misses. What a piece of work. But we do narrowly pull this out of our ass. Like, fucking Zygarde coiled up into a ball and I had to reach in and pull this game out of his ass. So, fucking shout out to Zygarde, shout out to Javi for giving us a great match, even with a team that I actually helped him build like 2 or 3 fucking weeks ago. But, yeah, man, that shit was intense. So I'm gonna stop rambling, and you guys can just get on out of here and whatnot. Like, subscribe, do all that bullshit. Recap is gonna be a little bit later as well. Should go up sometime on the weekend. Thanks for watching. Bye forever.